Alright guys, so this is a hurricane outbreak video, but it's not one of the scenario videos. Okay, so I'm gonna actually give you tips and tricks if you are new to the game. Okay, I'm just going to free play. So I have 10 minutes to explain things to you. Alright, I'm gonna stop it right here. Alright? In the beginning of the game, it doesn't matter unless you have upgrades. Clouds do not help you. So, in the beginning of the game, clouds do not help you. So you want to move over as much open ocean as you can. So what do I mean by this? These clouds will benefit me now. But if you're in the very start of the game and you're playing a scenario, clouds do not benefit you. So if you're doing, like if you have a landfall mission, you need to get tropical storm, you have to have at least 42-mile-an-hour winds. And I will show you how long it actually takes to get to 40 miles an hour. You might need to stare at the clock for a while. Anyway, this is you have two buttons here. These are self-explanatory. You don't get the fast and slow button until the very end of the game. You don't get this until the very end. Alright, so this allows you to move left. However, this, when you don't have upgrades for it, doesn't turn as fast, and you don't have as much turn speed. And that turn speed could be the thing that kills you. Alright, like this. Okay, that works. However, mine's can turn a lot because I have upgrades for it. If you're in the start of the game, clouds don't help you, and these are not really helping you. So, what do I make for advice if you're starting the game in the first scenarios? Here's the thing. In the very first scenario, what you're trying to do is that you're trying to go over as much ocean as possible and stay away from land. And when I mean go over as much ocean as possible, so, alright, so yeah, your storm turns into a tropical storm at 40 miles an hour, but it takes a while to register. Okay, so when you reach this, in the first scenario, there will be a check mark. There will be a check mark right next to this gear on that list. And if it says landfall in 2 places, then that means when it says landfall in 2 places, you can't land on the same place. Meaning you can't land in the same state or province. So anything that's on land, how do I say this? If it's in one country, that's one place. If it's an island, that one island is one place. Like all these provinces here is only one place. Different countries are places. States also count as one place. But provinces are these little lines. The United States is kind of different. As these all function as their own country up here. But for like places like Mexico, they don't. For Mexico and for everything except for the United States, it doesn't function as, like, not every province functions as the entire country. Parts of it does. So, I'm gonna pause right here. If you ever find yourself in a situation, I'm gonna have to exit out of here. Let me exit out of here. So you know what I mean. If you ever get into a point where you run out of turn speed, Be careful. Be careful where you are on a map. Be careful. So, here's the places you don't want to run out of turning speed. You don't want to run out of turning speed when you're in South America, and you don't want to run out of turning speed when you're north of the Caribbean. Because reason one, north of the Caribbean is the United States. That thing, the United States, if you don't have this upgrade here, like if you don't have this upgrade here, this could be a major problem. But you get this relatively early in the game. These are actually the ones that you want, but these cost a lot. So I'm on category 4 now. I'm not going to talk about this one. But if you're ever doing scenarios, you have to complete all of them. And the category 5 scenarios are very, very hard, but they're not. But these are just to hit countries with a category. So what I'm saying is, when you have those missions where it says evacuate these amount of people, like kill these amount of people, look into your upgrades. Look at the next mission and see what you could get that can help you get that mission done faster. So if you're doing capacity and it's like, okay, it's in a damage thing, right? So you want to go to strength. You want to grab as much stuff here. You want to grab landfall. You definitely want to grab these two. So you want to hit land more. And these will allow you to get more deaths, things like that. Now, this is very important. Very, very important. It doesn't matter what game you're in, and it doesn't matter if you're in free play, global warming, or any game. If you ever feel the need to get off a landmass, let me actually hop in to a realistic game, right? Let me actually speed this up and show you what I mean. Okay. And I'm actually gonna go south for this. Okay. People might ask, what are you hinting at here? Alright. You see your turn button. You don't want to do this when you're near land. This is not something that you want to do when you're land. And by the way, don't hold it down afterward. Do not hold it down afterward. It's not going to help you. Don't hold this down afterward. This won't help you. You're gonna slowly change, but that's not gonna do anything for you. So, where is this relevant? Well, okay. So you see these islands right here, the land south here, right? Let me actually go down that way. If you ever get yourself stuck and you're surrounded by land, never in this game, and I mean never, when you see the turn, keep it at least a third away in there. Keep a third of it in there. If you go below that, it's going to be much harder to get out. So it's going to be very hard to get out of certain situations. So if I press this and I keep doing this, right? Because I'm wasting almost all of my turn, if there was land if there was land right here where my storm is, and I was lower than a category 2 hurricane, that would probably kill me. And I'm also going to do some basic tutorial things. I don't really need this though. Okay, if you want to do If you want to get people evacuated, best thing is try to build your strength up. Try and get, if you have these abilities, this one is the most expensive, but if you get it, try to get as much intensity as possible and put on speed so you get as much of the island, so you get as much of that place starting to evacuate. And as you get closer to it, slow the storm down so that you get the maximum amount of evacuees. If you're trying to get preparations, you do the same thing. Except with preparations, go faster. Much faster. If you're trying to do landfall, landfall, right? With a specific category. Always think to yourself, okay, if this is landfall and promises, it doesn't mean you have to be in the ocean and hit land. That's not what it means. When you landfall in this game means you are moving into an area, and that's on land. It doesn't matter. Like if you're in Florida and you move into Georgia without crossing into the water, that still counts as landfall in this game. And if you're trying to get damage, well, find a place on the map that has the most cities. So, aka places like Mexico, Central America, Florida, and up the east coast of the United States. Also, the eastern coast of Brazil. Those are where most of the cities are. Also, quick note, if you want the most evacuees, you want to go for the beginning islands. And if you're trying to get deaths, well, you just might want to click on the slow button and start hitting a whole bunch of places. So anyway, guys, that was those were some tips and tricks for the game. So if you guys want more for this game, or you have a question about the game, go into the comment section and ask me the question. If you don't, if I'll respond to it and I'll tell you how to fix it. If I can't figure it out, I'll try to test it in game. Alright guys, bye.